Today, let's have a look at the role of business, the role of government, and the role of consumers in the consumer protection. So, how they are going to protect the consumers and what steps they have taken. So, first, let's have a look at the role of the business in protecting the consumers and what they have done. First is avoidance of the price hike, that is, the business enterprise should stop hiking the price of an article um, in respect to the shortage of that particular goods or article. Secondly is avoidance of the hoarding. So business enterprises should allow the business to flow normally. They shouldn't keep certain goods stocked up in the godown for their demand to increase and then bring out the goods to the market and sell them at a higher profit. So that's called as hoarding or black marketing. So they must just let the demand and supply take its course and do business rather than doing hoarding or black marketing. Thirdly is guarantee of the good quality of goods. So any business enterprise who are producing the goods must guarantee that they are producing quality goods for the consumers, and the goods are of good quality, non-hazardous, and very consumer friendly. Fourth is product information. It is the basic right of the consumer to know about the information, ingredients, or the nutrients value, or whatever is being done or added to produce the goods. So the business enterprise should disclose the information about the production and how, what quantity it is being produced, what is the size of it, what quality it is being produced in, and what are the ingredients they are used, the precautionary steps to use the thing, users information, and how to use a product. Everything should be disclosed in the packaging of that particular product. Next is truth in advertising. So business enterprises must not exaggerate the product and give false information about the product through the advertisements which they place in the media, which will make the consumers mislead or have a miscommunication or understand the product in a wrong way and then buy the product, which will create exploitation of the consumer. So there must be truth in whatever information they are advertising about the product. Next is protection from hazardous products. So when the product, before coming into the market, it must be tested, it must undergo safety tests so that it is not a hazardous product in the market. So for example, any food items or any cosmetic items, these products also must be tested so that it avoids certain hazardous outcomes or side effects on the consumers. Then seventh we have is a money refund guarantee. So the business enterprises must have a refund policy to refund the money or reimburse the product with reference to any defective quality product supplied by them. So if the product which they have supplied has caused any harm to the consumer, or they are hazardous to the consumer, and without disclosing the information they have sold it, and the consumer is requesting for a reimbursement or a refund, the enterprise must be willing to do so. Next is the consumer grievance. So the enterprise must be all ears to the consumer's grievance. That is, they must listen to the consumers' complaints and their suggestions so that immediate actions will be taken within a particular period of time. So next we are going to look into the role of the government, what the government has done in order to protect the consumers. So government, when we see, we have both the central government and the state government who have brought out a number of acts and rules against business enterprises which will help out in reducing the exploitation of the consumers across the whole country. So here if you see, it includes both educated and the non-educated rights which the government have passed, and it ensures that it actively participates in the safeguarding of the consumers. Though all these statutes and acts and rules are being passed by the government, still consumers are being exploited in India. So how the law of our country has to change in the sense is, it mustn't be a mere just book of rules and regulations to address a problem. The law enforcement, that is how they are going to implement these rules, must just not be a paperwork, should take action against the people who are really exploiting the consumers. Next, we are going to see what is the role of the consumers itself in protecting themselves. So it is the consumer who alone can take action against all these unethical trade practices. So usually if we see business enterprises and all used to break the codes and rules and regulations given by the government, and the government also will not be able to full-fledgedly use the rules and laws against them. So in this context, if you see, the consumers has to be very vigilant, and they must organize themselves into a movement for the action against exploitation of consumers. So that movement is called as a Consumer Action Council. So they activated a Consumer Action Council, and what this council is going to do is listed below. So first is to establish in the village level and educate about the consumer rights in the villages. Secondly, we have is protection agencies, which will take necessary steps to investigate whatever complaint or grievance the consumer has and tries to correct them. Then it regulates a business enterprise according to the rules of the industry. Then we have is these consumer groups must provide education to the consumers through matter of a media, through the mass media. Then like advertisements or booklets or pamphlets or magazines, etc. Then they have to organize a movement against these malpractices of consumer exploitation against the manufacturers and the traders. Sixth is consumer cooperatives. So cooperatives are voluntarily formed by the particular person involved in it. So consumer cooperatives are formed by consumers voluntarily coming forward to help out. So these cooperatives, consumer cooperatives, must be well strengthened. Next we have is these consumer groups should contact or have a contact with the legislators and raise whatever consumer complaints they have in the respective assembly or the parliament. Then there should be testing laboratories for each district in order to test the purity of the goods which has been produced by the business entrepreneurs. Then voluntary consumer organizations must publicize, that is bring into the sight of the public all the malpractices which has been done by the manufacturers and traders in India. 10th is it should take the initiation, that is the first step, to report such official and authorities who let the offenders to go scot. That is, it should bring into the public, that is publicize the people who are supporting these exploiters and enforce law against them.